Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Kentucky school district agrees to a multi-million-dollar lawsuit settlement. And it's been 1 year since the deadly historic flooding that ravaged through parts of Kentucky. How communities have rebuilt.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Welcome to Mountain News This Morning. I'm Neely Green here with you on this Tuesday, February 17th. The time is now 6:30 and let's check in with meteorologist Megan Desmond for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, if the weather wasn't so nice, I would be indoor playing my little game. It's called Heartopia. It's really fun. But I think I know what game you'd be playing.
What's that?
Heyday.
Yeah, probably Heyday. I do have that on my iPad right now. I'm ready to play that. But it is pretty good actual farming weather, honestly, if you are a farmer. We're looking at great conditions outside. No rain for today, partly cloudy skies to start off your Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies as we're heading into the afternoon. And did I mention it's going to stay all dry all day long? Because I'm definitely excited for that as we're going throughout these next several hours. Temperatures will be warming up from the 30s to the mid to upper 60s. So definitely go out and enjoy those beautiful temperatures today. I saw a couple people posting with their windows rolled down yesterday, and today will be another one of those days. High temperatures will be around that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock time frame. Neely.
Thank you, Megan. In Martin County, 2 people were taken to jail after police say they were trafficking drugs. Police arrested Larry Joe Horn Jr. and Brandy Moore last week. Deputies say they initiated a traffic stop after the vehicle they were in had crossed a double yellow line. Police say the 2 were acting very nervous when they approached them. During a vehicle search, police say they found roughly 7 grams of a crystal-like substance along with other paraphernalia. Rowan County Schools will pay $3 million in a sexual abuse lawsuit filed on behalf of a former high school athlete. The lawsuit filed in 2023 said the victim endured repeated acts of grooming, sexual abuse, and harassment by teacher and coach Andrew Zahari. The lawsuit alleges the district failed to act on those accusations. The victim's attorneys say the $3 million settlement is the largest awarded in a sexual abuse case involving a teacher or coach in Kentucky.
We wanted to set a new precedent in Kentucky. You know, if you're going to abuse children in Kentucky, if your school system is going to allow sexual abuse to occur in Kentucky, the price went up on these cases because of this case.
Zahari was sentenced to 22 years in prison for child pornography. The Rowan County School District did release a statement regarding the settlement. They say while Zahari is responsible, they want to take the appropriate actions necessary to prevent something like this from happening again. This includes staff receiving annual harassment training and complete trainings on abstaining from inappropriate behavior and properly reporting it. The Laurel County School is responding to a recent Associated Press article raising questions about live touch school photography and student privacy. The article questioned whether the student photos could be shared beyond schools and families, prompting districts across the country to address privacy questions. Laurel County says Live Touch is an approved vendor for the school year. They say middle and high schools do not have spring photos sessions scheduled, but elementary schools do in the coming weeks. Parents who do not want their child's photo taken are asked to contact their school directly. Live Touch's CEO has also released a statement saying the company does not share, sell, or distribute student images to third parties and does not use photos for AI or facial recognition purposes. The district says it will continue monitoring the situation. It's been 1 year since the deadly February 2025 flood that hit communities here in the mountains. The floodwaters left a trail of destruction in Pike County, and for many, the idea of starting over felt impossible. A year later, Andrew Colgrove visited a couple whose businesses were swallowed by nearly 6 feet of water.
After taking in the amount of damage 1 year ago, the prospect of starting over felt daunting.
We were kind of in shock.
In Pike County, 23 homes were destroyed. Hundreds more suffered major damage. The county's emergency management director says some residents are still in temporary housing.
And it hurt to the core.
Greg and Tammy Tackett own a couple businesses along US 23 just north of Pikeville.
The water got right into this area.
Floodwater got up about 6 feet inside, leaving nearly everything destroyed.
We started completely over.
But quitting never felt like an option.
Maybe a tier or two, and then we said, okay, this is not going to beat us.
We did not feel as though that's how God wanted us to retire.
Following day after day of chipping away, with help from volunteers and community support, their business is welcoming in customers again.
We couldn't have did what we had done without the help of the community. I mean, it was unbelievable.
At nearby Weddington Plaza, work is still underway to get impacted businesses up and running again.
Our people deserve to have some place to shop and have places to go. And it is our prayer that everyone will get to open back up.
The Coal Run mayor says it has taken longer to build back than they had hoped, but they are where they need to be right now. He says the bulk of the businesses at this plaza are expected to reopen by this spring. Andrew Colgrove, WSAZ, Pike County.
The Coal Run mayor says their flood wall that broke is almost finished being rebuilt. Several Pike County communities were underwater. Today, many of those communities are still working to recover. The Mossy Bottom community in the city of Coal Run was hit hard by the waters, leaving an entire community to reimagine and rebuild. Several homes have now been demolished in the neighborhood and others sit gutted and empty. Trenton Keithley and Haley Prater moved into the community in October, as others were still moving out or working on their homes. They say there are small signs of hope as the community works to recover, but they are still cautious about the future.
When we first moved in, I was a little bit nervous because seeing the flood and stuff, and I just worry about all my stuff and, you know, what if it happens again? Are we going to be able to get out of here quick enough?
Prater says the community is like a ghost town these days, so she hopes to see more progress in the recovery efforts for her new neighbors. Perry County was also heavily impacted by last year's flooding. The North Fork of the Kentucky River crested above 30 feet in Hazard for the first time since 1984 and destroyed much of downtown Hazard. Debbie Lewis owns a law firm in Hazard and says while they have since rebuilt and recovered from damages, she continues to carry the weight of that night.
I can't imagine. Mine was just an office. It wasn't my home like so many people. In the last few years here at Eastern Kentucky, lost their homes and everything they had due to the flood. So it makes you really grateful that it was, as bad as it was, that it was just here.
Lewis says now, every time it rains, she checks the cameras and worries if it will happen all over again, as do many throughout the region. Folks in Lee County were impacted by last year's flooding as well, including Bettyville. Dr. Ryan Reams with Three Rivers Veterinary Services had to shut down his business for a month. His business bounced back, but he had about $60,000 worth of damage, including a $40,000 x-ray machine that floodwaters put out of commission. But it was just one of about 50 businesses impacted.
It really hurt the town in more ways than one. You know, a second flood in less than 5 years. You kind of give a different perspective. Hey, do we need to come back or not?
The manager of Fire Up Smoke Studio, a smoke shop in Beattyville, says they were dealt a major blow by the flooding. She says they do not want to see it go under again, but it is possible it could happen. We have been following the story of the Wayne, West Virginia water crisis, and now that low water advisories have been lifted, local leaders are now taking the next step forward to get the town back together. Hannah Bazaar met with one leader about their plastic bottle drop-off plan.
Forced to rely on cases of bottled water, Wayne County community members were given the all clear to use their water as normal again. But now they're stuck with leftover plastic bottles and few places to take them. That's where the Wayne County Commission comes in.
We're trying to clean up Wayne County and make Wayne County beautiful again.
In collaboration with the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection and Lawrence Scioto County Solid Waste, Residents can bring garbage bags filled of empty water bottles to the Solid Waste Authority and recycle them.
It's important. If we don't recycle or we don't open this up for this, we're going to end up pulling a bunch of water bottles out of Wayne, out of the 12-hole, out of the streams, out of the creeks.
People I spoke with at the drop-off site told me that while they've been using their tap water for laundry or doing dishes, they aren't ready to commit to drinking it just yet. A few of those people telling me they're expecting to have to bring more bags back before the end of the week. Drop-offs will be every day until Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
It makes all the difference in the world if we all work together.
Larry says there are also plans in the works to clean up dumps around the area weekly. It's all in an effort to keep Wayne County beautiful. Hannah Bazay, WSAZ, Wayne.
Larry also says that if they see a large turnout throughout the rest of the week, they will find another time to do the same thing again. Well, from Hazard to Hollywood, Perry County native Landon Hughes won a golden ticket last night on ABC's American Idol. He was emotional talking about his Appalachian roots and chose the Stanley Brothers song Little Maggie to sing for the judges, bringing bluegrass to a national audience. He got 3 yes votes, and we look forward to following and keeping you up to date on Landon's American Idol journey.
And we're still watching those chillier temperatures this morning, with many folks dealing with the 30s as you're heading out the door. It's 33 in Manchester and Harlan, 46 in Williamsburg, 36 in London. So maybe a jacket or a coat may be necessary as you're starting off your day. But by the afternoon, we're talking mid to upper 60s. Definitely very pleasant forecast for later on in the day. Just watching as the clouds will build throughout the next several hours. So mostly clear to partly cloudy start to your day, but a mostly cloudy to overcast end to your day as that fog does clear out and those temperatures do warm into the mid 60s. Neely.
Well, thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:41 and still to come on Mountain News this morning. More women are vacationing solo, making up over 2/3 of solo travelers around the world. We'll tell you why.